Hello again, my name is Craig and today is Quarantine with Craig Day 8. The whole story I go through at the beginning of these every single time is I am currently locked down, I am in the UK, I can't leave my house apart from the daily government mandated exercise escape, so I'm making videos every day to try and help you through design or marketing or web or digital, all that kind of stuff. So today I'm doing just a super quick video about how to pick better colours. Probably your best bet to begin with is to not pick an orange and a dark blue like this. So this is a question I got from Matthew Paul. Cheers for the question, Matt. And he asked me, I was just wondering if you could recommend any tutorials / guides for understanding colour better for web design, please. And I said to him, well, what exactly are you looking to learn specifically? And he mentioned that he just wants to know about what colours go together and methods for picking them so he doesn't have to be so reliant on designers. There's a couple of things that I think are really important when picking colours. I'm not going to massively go into colour theory, and it's why I'm doing a really short video, because you don't really need to know it as a developer. You don't need to know all the kind of underlying theory about the culture of colour and what colours are where and what colours you shouldn't use in certain situations. It's just not important information. But there is a couple of things that I think you do need to know that will make picking colours easier for you. So the first thing is subtle colours are better. So when you're trying to pick colours, and I'm just going to flick over to Figma so you can see what I'm doing at the same time. When you are trying to pick colours, it's better to go for subtler colours rather than bright, bold and crazy colours. So to give you a kind of an example, I'm just going to put a big block in the middle here, like this, and I'm going to just pick a black. So when we pick black, black is not a subtle colour. It blocks out the entire colour on the monitor, on the screen that you're looking on. It is devoid of colour. So we want to not use blacks, for example, and we don't want to use bright reds, for example, and we probably don't want to use bright blues and things like that, and we certainly don't want to use bright greens. All of those kind of things, they are not subtle colours. But when you look at kind of a colour picker like this, if you start to go into the middle, somewhere around here, anywhere around here really, things start to get more subtle. And you're not going to make too many mistakes by picking really subtle colours. So if you go for pastel colours, anything around this kind of range, we start to see that these colours are much easier on the eye. They don't affect you as much. You don't kind of look at them and go, oh, that's horrible. So stick to subtle colours, use pastel colours if possible, and don't go right into the upper right hand corner of a colour picker because things look horrible. So stay out of the top right hand corner of colour pickers, stay somewhere in the middle around here, and usually you can't really go wrong with the colours that you pick. So that's the first thing I wanted to mention. Make sure you stay subtle with your colours. Don't go too crazy with them. Just keep things subtle. The next thing to mention is clashing colours. So these are the kind of colours, well, the thing that everybody here is red and green should never be seen. So if I have a green like this, let me pick a bright green like that, and then lay another colour over the top and put a red on there. That what you're seeing there, the thing that's messing with your eyes, that's called clashing. That's clashing colours. Try and avoid clashing colours. This is an example. Obviously red and green should never be seen. Another kind of example is a grey background. So if we've got a grey background, something like that, with a red on top of it, they're very clashy colours, and you immediately notice clashy colours because they just affect your eyes. They make you feel like you're going mad. So avoid clashing colours wherever you can. And again, the easy way to avoid that is by using subtle colours. So even though that's still pretty damn horrible, it's not as bad because it's subtle. And if you go really kind of subtle like that, it's not bad at all. So avoid using bright colours, avoid using clashing colours. And then the final thing I want to mention is the thing that's just going to figure everything out for you and solve all your problems, and that's color.adobe.com. It's basically crowdsourced colour schemes. So if you go over to color.adobe.com, there's a bunch of examples under Explore that have got all kinds of colour schemes on here for you. This is at the minute all blue. But if you start to scroll down, you'll see tons of different examples of colour schemes, all different kinds of examples. And these are basically colour schemes that designers have uploaded all around the world and that they've made, and you can just basically see this colour scheme. What I usually do when I'm looking at these colour schemes is kind of take a screenshot of it like that and then just drag it into Figma. And then I can use that colour scheme as a starting point for something that I'm doing. If you have one colour already, for example, so say you've got a colour on a design and a designer is asking you to maybe pick another colour. So say we had a purple like that or something, and you've been given a colour and you don't really know what colours fit with it. Select the colour, select the hex value of the colour, go over to this tool, Adobe's tool. I'm just going to load it back up on the home page. So this is what it looks like when it first loads. Go to the middle colour here, so on this screen right here, and paste your hex value in, like that. It'll show you the surrounding colours that work along with your colour. So this colour scheme is, and I don't know how to say this, I think it's analogous, I think. That might be right, I don't know. Sounds wrong. This colour scheme here is basically kind of, these things on the left are different versions of harmony in colours. So these are harmonious colour schemes. That one, the first one, the one that I can't say, works well a lot of the time. Triad is a colour scheme that I always like because it's quite bold and it lets you have multiple different colours. So if you pick Triad, for example, and you put your colour into the middle, you'll get 2 colours to the right and 2 colours to the left of what you can use with that. So I put the purple in there. I've now got these other colours that I can try. So when I drop this into Figma, and I've got another colour at the side there, I can just colour pick that, and I know that that colour will work really nicely with the purple. It's not worth understanding all the colour theory for you personally, Matt. I think I'd just look at colour.adobe.com and just use that tool. And if you need to find another colour for anything that you're doing, all you need to do is just select the hex value of the colour, paste it into colour.adobe.com, and then just pick one of these harmony rules. Just try them and see what they look like for you. Triad is one of my favourite, as I mentioned. Square can sometimes be nice because you get even wider range of colours. And then the other ones, complementary and shades, you get different versions of the same thing that you've already got. And they've added some more on here actually since I last looked at it. They've got stuff like double split complementary, which I don't even know what that is, but it looks pretty cool. And then we've got monochromatic and things like that. So that's the best thing I could say for picking colours for web designs. Don't learn the theory, just go over to colour.adobe.com and use that. And remember, use shades. Don't use really, really bright colours. Use subtle colours and avoid all the colours in the top right hand corner of your colour picker. And then make sure you avoid clashing colours. Thanks for that question, Matt. It's a super simple question to answer, to be honest. If you've got any other questions, I'm doing these things, these little videos every single day. My name is Craig Burgess. I'm on Twitter at Craig Burgess. And if you want to find out more about me, go over to getdoingthings.com. And I'll see you tomorrow. Cheers. Bye.